Welcome, Warriors United fans. Yes, it's me, Rupert Johnson, and look at this. They left me all by myself. What a conundrum. But I do have two exciting guests that will be joining me today, so I'm pretty excited. But let me just tell you that it's just great to have you here with us once again. Every Monday at 7:30, we really appreciate you taking the time out to join Warriors United, or if you watch it some other time when you have a free time. We enjoy it. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Keep watching. Keep joining us. As my friend Simon would say, push the button. Like and subscribe us on Facebook and YouTube. We really like it. We want to get our numbers up. We want to reach the world because we're three brothers that love the Lord but have our opinions about things. And we want to share our opinions, and we want to hear yours also. So don't forget to feel free to post your comments and questions because we're going to make sure that we try to get to every single one of them. So thank you once again. So to Mark, if you're watching, enjoy your vacation, buddy. To Simon, if you're watching, enjoy what you're doing, man, because I need you here. I hope you get on and fix the technical difficulties and get back on with me so we can do our thing. But other than that, I thank you all for watching. So let's get right to it. I'll talk about my weekend at the time. Let's get this show because I think it's going to be exciting. I think you're going to have great questions. Today, we're going to talk a little bit more about convocation. We're also going to talk about some nostalgia things. But we're also going to talk about the need for us to really make sure that we motivate each other to move to going to these type of events, whether it's convocation or Youth Congress 2.1, whatever it is they're on now. All right, so tonight we have two great gentlemen with us who will be talking about convocation. One's a bishop and one's a brandly new installed pastor who just had his first year anniversary. Oh my God. Can you talk about two different ends of the spectrum coming together on this show? This is the only place you're going to find that, where we can get some old bishop guy coming on and some young pastor guy. So let me bring on these two guys. Oh, you're not that old, Viv. My bad.
Where's the old guy? Where's the old guy coming on?
My bad, I forgot. You're not that old. But it's good to have Bishop Vivian Grubb with us and Pastor Jarrod Allen, all the way from Virginia Beach, Virginia, and New York. So we are so glad to have you both with us. We're going to have some conversation. We're going to talk a little bit. But before we get into the conversation, I don't think, Viv, we ever had you kind of just introduce yourself, where you are with the convocation committee, what's your role as bishop for it, and then we'll get to Jarrod about his role with that. So why don't you go first, Viv?
Well, good evening, everybody. It is great to be on. Thank you, Pastor Overseer Rupert, for inviting us once again, and to my esteemed colleague, the Right Reverend Dr. Allen. We bless God for being on with you tonight. Hey, everybody. It is great to be on. Well, I'll give a formal introduction to who I am. My name, of course, is Vivian Santamore Grubb. I pastor here in Brooklyn, New York. I pastor Faith Forward Church. And also, I pastor in New York, but I'm in a unique kind of situation. I am also the Diocese Bishop of the 13th Episcopal Diocese of the United Church of Jesus Christ, which is in Boston, the kind of New England area. So we do that. I also serve as the National Youth Bishop for now, and I'm excited about that. I love the youth department. I am the church version of Peter Pan. I think I've held every single office you could possibly hold in the youth department, from a local standpoint, a district standpoint, and a national standpoint. Currently, I'm serving as one of the three coordinators and chairs for the Convocation Committee, the 60th Convocation of the United Church of Jesus Christ Apostolic. I graciously serve in that capacity with three others, Bishop Designate Simone Gibson, Dr. Simone Gibson, and Bishop Designate Antoine Montgomery, and also the wonderful wife of the vice of the presiding bishop, none other than Elder Winsome Saunders. The four of us are leading the convocation committee, and it's been exciting. This year convocation, the 60th. Really, it's bringing with it all of the fire we expected and all of the anticipation and expectations that we had hoped for. So that's, it's more I could say, but fundamentally, that's who I am, and that's kind of the things that I've done in the UCJC, and this is where I am, Brooklyn, New York. New York, baby, so nice. They named it twice, New York, New York.
Oh, Lord,
so
my goodness. Well, we thank you so much, sir. Let's go on to our newest pastor, Pastor Jarrod Allen. Even though you've had your 1 year, you're probably like a couple months now.
It's two.
Yeah, it's 2. We're on 2. Yes, sir.
Don't rob them. Don't rob them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Why don't you introduce yourself? Let us know a little bit about you and what you're on with the convocation.
All right. Well, my name is Jarrod Allen. I am a native of Norfolk, Virginia. I pastor the City of Refuge Church, City of Refuge VA in Virginia Beach, in Norfolk. We just purchased our new building. We have our building now, so we are able to host and hold our own services with the lock and key that I hold in the hand that God was able to provide. My title, I am the International Youth President for UCJC. I serve with Bishop Grubb, who is an amazing mentor and leader for our department. I'm also within the 4th Episcopal Diocese, where my diocesan is Bishop Auntie Dockery. And I'm excited to be here. I count it an honor and privilege every time I'm asked to come here to be a part of this show. And so I'm a father, I'm a husband. I'm a near graduate. May 9th, I graduated with my master's in education, so I'm excited about that. So the Lord is blessing us. We're in the season where everything is just coming up new, so we're excited about that. All glory is due unto our Father, the Lord Jesus Christ. So that's who I am, and I'm excited again to be here.
Amen. Awesome. So, gentlemen, give me, I don't know, I guess, Bishop, you will give us the latest and greatest on what's going on at convocation right now. I'm sure there's some new numbers, some new things going on. If you can just let us know the latest and greatest information.
Sure. So we're things are progressing as far as the numbers of registration. I think we're up to something about 420 people between youth and adults. That's exciting. Those are kind of some record-breaking numbers for pre-registration for us. We're still hoping to get to that 600 mark by the time convocation. Because there are some people that go wait to the very last minute. As a matter of fact, it's going on right now. I got a call today about for 4 rooms for convocation. They're like, "Oh man, can you squeeze? Can you know anybody? Can you know somebody? And stuff like that." And people still want to be in the conference hotel. There's a bunch of surrounding hotels that are still available. So once again, the folks lead to the last minute. So our registration numbers up to about 400 and change. Once again, that's youth, adult, and youth registration, pre-registration. The luncheon, the numbers are taking off also with the luncheon. I think we're about almost at 200 for the luncheon. So once again, tickets, registration is still open. These numbers are increasing. The vendors are starting to fill up. We have about 4 or 5 vendors, and it's still in the very early stages. There's still some really great spots. I know that we've had a site visit. The staff, those that broke contracts and stuff like that had been there. I've been to the hotel, but I think a larger group went since we've signed contract and kind of starting to see the layout. Now we've got our engineer, sound engineer, and video people. All of those people, the teams are starting to go there, and the excitement is building because you're starting to see now, okay, this is going to go there, that's going to go there, and stuff like that. So we're still moving forward. Information is still trickling out as we get closer. Because we always say, if I tell you today, you're going to forget, you're going to ask me next week. So we've just decided, just wait till next week when you'll remember it as it gets a little bit closer. So information and speakers are kind of in place, and colors and those kind of things. I know that the even the choir, I think they're working on their songs. I talked to the choir leaders, and they're working on the songs they're going to be singing and stuff like that. There's some things that we're going to be doing, honoring some people and doing some stuff at the culminating night, the night where we're consecrating these new bishops and stuff, and we're going to acknowledge some things. It's 60 years of our existence, and we just coming across some. We want to acknowledge where we've been. We want to look back as we're excited about the future. Going to look back. So those are some of the things that are still going on. We're still putting. I know the registration packet. I'm telling you, this is going to be the registration packet of all registration packets. This is one of those. It's going to be like that Hess truck. The Hess truck you keep as a collector's item. This registration packet this year. You're going to say, don't open it. Don't open it. I'm going to put it up on the shelf. So it's stuff like that that's going on. So we're excited about it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Because I will say this, and I'm not throwing any shade because my organization, but our packets used to be kind of.
No, well, if you saw last year's packet, that was a palate tester.
That was a test.
Like okay. Some folks are like, okay.
All right.
So we.
Amen. So I'm looking forward to this one.
We leveling up, as the youngins would say. We leveling up.
I was going to say, and I've been using my little flashlight that was in the packet last year. I actually use it. So yeah, it comes in handy.
There you go. So tell me, I know that we're looking to get about 600 registrants, but when it comes to the venue itself, how many people we're looking to actually get into the venue? How many we like to have on average per night? What's kind of the number that we're hoping to see?
Man, we're looking to pack the place out. I see the way it's designed. I think the way the way it's designed, we can go to a max, but I don't think we're starting at the max. We can, as the days grows and as the nights grow, we can add on to it. So we're looking to be able to max the place out, which is, I think, more than 800 plus people. But once again, we want to design it in such a way that we grow into the space, because sometimes if we have 500 people and there's 1,000 seats, people are like, ain't nobody here, but 500 people are here. So we want to make sure we design it that way. But that's the goal. Whatever the number is, to max it out every night. It's beautiful. Sorry?
I think that's doable. I mean, you're talking about 800. I mean,
absolutely. Yeah. The momentous year. And once again, these 500 or 400 registrants, right? That sometimes people, they're gonna not always register their children. So that 400 could easily be multiplied maybe 3 or 4 times already. Right. And then once again, there are folks, unfortunately, the reality of these things sometimes is when you're closer to the event, you sometimes don't register, you'll come, you're not getting a hotel, because I'm telling you, we are into, I think our third hotel blocking. Our third hotel we blocked out. The conference hotel, I believe, is full. And I'm not talking about we've blocked out, we've used up all our blocks. The hotel is full. And then so we've moved to one, there's literally one right next door to it that we've got, and then we're in right there by the airport. So there's a couple more that we have. So even though I don't think that 400 number is the indicator of our attendance, so I believe that this should be a record-breaking year for us, because there's a lot of nostalgia in, when you hit these milestones, you tend to look back at where you've been, and then also you say, okay, so where are we going? So you get to do that forward and backward look.
Amen. So Pastor Jarrod.
Yes.
Brother Jarrod, my friend Jarrod.
Yes.
I know you like to say, "May the 4th be with you," but I don't have that saying. All right.
I got you. Uh-huh.
If you're not 2, you're through. That's what I like saying. If you're not 2, you're through. Right? I say, but tell us on the youth aspect, right? Because you guys kind of niche out your own type of thing for convocation. Tell us why the youth should be excited, or the young people should be excited about convocation this year.
I think the young people will be excited or should be excited about convocation because we have some great plannings, interactive lessons that are happening where our young people will, we're planning to be able to have our sessions and also do things like an escape room and really go outside the box of the word while sticking to 1 Samuel 7:12, right? And really get the young people involved to a place where they see ourselves outside of Congress 2.0 and outside of the norm when it comes to convocation. But we are going to be inclusive with everyone. So a 5-year-old can be on the same team as a 17-year-old when we're doing that escape room, because we're going to set it up as if it's a family reunion, right? Like that's the motto and that's the theme that we're going for. And so, we're looking to really give them an opportunity to just be a part and feel as if they are a part. Just for that. Also, we're doing something this year that I'm really, really excited about. I'm an advocate for education as well, and so we are doing our scholarship this year, a $1,000 60th. We're commemorating the 60 years with a youth senior within our organization who is an active member of their church. And if they are a senior going to a college or university or a trade school, so that's cosmetology, right? That's HVAC, whatever trade school that you're going to, that you have already been accepted in, you are able to apply for this scholarship and you will be announced along with our Youth of the Year and our Youth Leader of the Year award. We really love to see the great things that are happening within our organization. And so when we come together and we build this as a family reunion, we are looking to have a great time. And just like every family reunion, we looking forward to the cookout that's going to happen, right? That Saturday. But we build as we grow. So, that's one of the things that we're really, really excited about. And the team has been working extremely hard. And shout out to the UCJC youth staff, my vice president, Sarah Wolf and Sierra Green, and the whole entire staff. They work tirelessly and they put up with me with my crazy ideas. And so this year we're looking to, just make it just a fun, interactive event where we have stations and everything. So that's what we're really planning.
Okay, so it's escape room. All right?
Yes.
You're this escape room. Tell me, how are you going to do this escape room thing? Because I
don't give out all the secrets now.
I can't give out all the secrets,
okay.
But what I can say is just as you have done the escape room, or if you've never experienced escape room, there are different obstacles or different tasks that you may have to do. So I'll give you an example. One of the tasks that you may draw or that you may have to do is go take a picture with a stranger or get one of the bishops to say convocation is lit, right? Now, that's just our way of saying this is an amazing time, right? But in our generation, lit means like everything is like on the up and up, and it's fun, it's great. So it could go from that to finish the scripture or finish the lyric, or you get what I mean. So it's something that they will be able to do. Also, the little games or obstacle courses that we set up could allow those young people to be able to just experience each other from another level. So you won't be on the same team as someone who you came with, right? Okay. So it forces you to to grow and know who we're a part of and our family within UCJC.
Well, okay, because I thought you guys.
Can I say something on that? Can I say something on that? Because just an endorsement to that. Last year's convocation, the youth did something that was phenomenal. And I'm sure you guys are going to probably put a video together of this event. Because last year at the convocation, a young person came up to me and showed me a picture of, and asked me to autograph a picture. And it was a picture that I'm like, where on earth did you get this from? So they did a bunch of that stuff, it was interactive. It was fun. And then not just interactive fun at doing it, but looking back at the end, they put a video. I'm like, oh, wow. It wasn't just me that they punked like that, Right. And so it's going to be interactive, not just for the convocation, but something to look at afterwards as we do that. So I'm excited to see how that turns out.
Yeah, our social media is something. Micah Staley, who so happened to be a part of the 4th Episcopal Diocese, may the 4th be with you. She does an amazing. she does an amazing job.
Yes.
And so shout out to Micah, because she's the one who, I can say, Mike, I got an idea for this, or we're literally sending ideas, and she just puts it to, put the idea to work. And so, yes, we may come to you, overseer. So,
Please,
be ready.
Listen, when you go to overseer, make sure you ask him how to spell Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
It's an old time joke. It's an old time joke.
First of all,
Congress in Toronto.
I still say I spelled it right. I think y'all heard it wrong. I'm not worried about that.
I'm gonna throw him under the bus. We were in Toronto, right? And I mean, the Congress was rocking, man. Was it Midnight Jamboree or
it was Midnight Jam?
We were at Midnight Jamboree, and somehow overseer got that mic, and he figured, I'm gonna get my chance on. He goes, "Give me a J. You got your J. You got your."
They were going
on, and
they were going.
I'm like, I think he forgot another letter in J. We never let him live down. We never let him live down.
They said I spelled it JEUS. JEJ, or it said JEJES or something like that. But I don't think I think they may have heard it wrong, because the other half of the room was still going. Half was like, what? Other half.
Make sure you get him on something. Make sure you get him on something.
But either way,
a spelling bee.
As long as I'm spelling Ephesians. But let me say, so because I thought an escape room was a room, but okay.
Yeah.
You brought up social media, and you guys can answer this question. What social media are you doing right now? Because I've seen organizations really utilize social media to push their agenda. What are we doing social media wise? Is there youth doing TikToks? Are there people doing, Instagrams or memes or whatever it may be? Do we have something that look forward to? Are you looking to upgrade our social media as we go forward? And I know there's one of our buddies, Sean Gore, is a focused person on social media, but have you guys discussed this?
I know for the youth, we actually have something that's dropping this week. So that's a shameless plug. But we have a couple of things that we're trying to do. So I'll say for the youth, a lot of our young people are on Instagram, and then we have a lot of our senior saints on Facebook. And so what we try to do is balance between Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well, just so that everybody can see, or get information and know what to look forward to and know how to apply to certain things. Because again, we're not perfect. So I know that when we send out the Youth Leader of the Year and the Youth of the Year and things like that through email or through just one avenue, we always get I didn't hear about it. So we try to make sure that we cover all of our aspects, such as Facebook, Instagram, and even TikTok and word of mouth. We send those emails to our pastors just so that everybody can know how and what to look forward to when it comes to the youth department.
Amen. Bishop?
Yes, sir.
What about you?
As far as
social media and everything, what are you guys doing?
Well, as you mentioned, Elder Sean Gore, he is our social media guy. He releases our information, kind of make sure our we stay on brand and stuff like that. And as Pastor Allen said, for the old folks like myself who's on Facebook and sparingly on Instagram, I think that we're trying to balance things as much as we possibly can. So yeah, we're using it to the best of our ability. The reality is, churches have local things that they do, and we all have our local presence on there. I think one of the things, and you guys talk about it on the show often, what we have to encourage our churches to do is like our national pages, youth pages, or Instagram, whatever the national things are, just have them like them and subscribe to them. Even if they attend them sparingly, but it helps us to get it helps us to create a presence. So that's what, no matter how great our content is, if folks are not liking and sharing and interacting with it, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot, so to speak. So yeah, Elder Gore, he manages our stuff. So that's kind of what our presence is right now. We got our UCJC website, our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and stuff like that.
All right. So tell me, do we have? Tell me what the pages are, because I'm sure that our viewers that will be listening to this will want to know what those pages are to go to. So if you guys can give me like real quick, what is the Instagram page? What is the Facebook page?
Dr. Allen's going to tell you all of that stuff right now. He's looking it up.
I'm looking it up right now just to be sure. So our Instagram for the youth department is UCJC Youth Depart. So DEPT. UCJC Youth, YOUTH, DEPT.
So UCJC Youth?
Yes.
DEPT.
DEPT.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. You turned on yourself a little bit there.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa. Wait a minute. Okay. DEPT. Is there anything else after that?
Nope, that's it.
All right.
UCJC Youth, DEPT. Yes.
Okay, so we got that one. That's the Instagram.
Yes.
Okay.
For our organization Instagram page, that is UCJC Apostolic.
Oh, now I'm going to be trouble. Okay. UCJC. Okay, so cool. So those are two. So folks that are watching, please, as Bishop said, hit these pages up, like, subscribe. You get information. They're going to download all sorts of stuff to you. So make sure that you like and subscribe. And as you like and subscribe to UCJC, just jump over to the Warriors United page and like and subscribe us also. Why? Because we want you to join. I don't know what's going on. Maybe nobody likes me, but all of our viewers are not watching today. We already have a couple on, but you're going to watch it eventually. And my Facebook friends, you will watch this. So please.
They'll watch it in syndication.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm telling you. More people watch Seinfeld after it was over than they did when it was on TV.
Oh, my God. But I don't need Mark and Simon coming on here talking about it. If we're not on here, no one's going to watch. So I don't need that. So, oh, my God. So
we also, just real quick, hot off the press, there is now a UCJC IMAD department, Instagram and Facebook. So now, the International Music and Arts Department.
All right. And that's where you're going to let out the information on.
Yes. So that's UCJC IMAD. That's on Instagram. UCJC IMAD.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
That's also on Instagram.
Yes. And then on Facebook, it's UCJC International Music and Arts Department. So it's on Facebook and Instagram.
Nice.
Okay. And so what is that about? That I'm moving on to that issue. What is that about?
Yeah. That's just another avenue to receive information from, our international music department that's led by Minister Krishan Charles, and I think her whole team. Minister Justin Ward and all of those fantastic people that you see ministering on during the convocation as well. A lot of them, or what that page is just another avenue of information of what we can share on the behalf of the organization.
Okay, awesome. So thank you very much. So
yes,
we're going to get, there's really no comments or questions. As I said, there's a lot of people weren't on here, but some people are getting on now. So I'm just going to bring it through, and then we'll talk a little bit, just not about convocation, but it's just about maybe what you're focused on for convocation. Like what are our goals when it comes to convocation? So Mark Brodus, have a good show. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Appreciate you so much.
He's got to be sending that from a beach.
Yeah. He probably said that and stopped watching totally, because I did text him and I saw nothing. So wonderful. So my sister's watching. Thank you, Maisie. I appreciate you. At least one of my sisters are watching. I don't know where the other one is. I don't know if my wife is watching. I don't know what's going on, but one of my sisters is. John Briscoe. We spelled it wrong. Bishop Briscoe.
Thank you, John. Thanks for the witness, John.
He goes, give me a J, and he keeps going. Jesus. And so I'm not going to worry about any of that, because you know what? That's there's no video proof. All
man, I'm telling you.
It was the day.
I wish we had video. I wish we had phones and stuff like that back. There would be so many bloopers and so many things we could have saved. And
we had a ton.
We had a great time.
We had the John Briscoe, by the way, when we had Youth Congress in Boston. He caught me on fire. because he decided that while I was doing the grilling, he would throw some water on the fire and it blew up in my face. So that's
Wow.
so thank you, John Briscoe. We had the debacle with the t-shirts. We were doing t-shirts. I don't remember. Viv, you remember?
It was Detroit. The first year of our National Youth Choir on my administration, we went to Detroit. Had a wonderful time. We rented a church. We didn't really have a relationship. We kind of had, so they were kind of strictly by the book. You got to be out by 10 or whatever it was. And the preaching was great. Service was great. Altar call was great. And this was the first year we had tried t-shirts. So I learned one thing that year. Too many choices brings a problem. We had t-shirts and all kind of colors and stuff. And people were like, nah, give me this. So they were like, you guys go. So we were out on the sidewalk selling t-shirt after service because people still wanted the t-shirts, but we had to get out. So yeah, we got all kind of great stories, man. Great
stories.
But all of these things brings me to you had mentioned what to expect from Convocation or what to look forward to. And I think that's a great segue into what to look forward to, because I'm telling you, I say this all the time about my UCJC folks. UCJC, above being an organization, it is a family. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I had the wonderful privilege of going down to Pastor Allen's church for both his second anniversary as well as his church dedication. Your people didn't get back to him because he sent a notice, but your people, but anyway, but I had an opportunity going down there, and it just warmed my heart. He's starting out, he's getting together, and it was like an international affair, because folks. And I can talk about the folks that came from my church. I had a handful of people that came from my church dressed up in the clerical gear and stuff. I can't get them to do that at home, but the word went out, come down and dress up. And then, people was coming from Baltimore, from New York, from all over the place. Of course, his district supported him, but that's what family is. Family takes time out at their own expense, at their own, whatever, and come out and support. And I think that's what Convocation has always been about for me. And I think that this year we may even feel it to a larger extent, a larger degree, because I am hoping to see folks group that we haven't seen in years, and we'll be able to talk. And because of the dynamics of the Convocation, after service is over, it ain't shoot off to your hotel or fly, 10 miles away. You go upstairs. Or if you want, you can hang out in the lobby. The hotel is beautiful. There's plenty of space, sitting spaces, hangout spaces, where you could hang out as long as you want, go upstairs, change, come back, hang out, whatever the case may be. That's what family reunion is about. It's not necessarily where you are, it's who you're with. And I think Convocation we'll have that experience this year. Pastor Allen, he has younger kids. My kids are grown. And I tell you, my grown kids have relationships that they have had from our national convocations, our national youth congresses. My main guy, Mike Maben, his kids and my kids are like brothers and sisters because they've known each other since they were like 10 and 12. They're in their 30s now. And there's other stories that we could tell. Pastor Rupert, I remember your daughter was born, and I see her now. I'm like, oh my God, who's this woman? So that's what National Convocation that it gives us. It's only once a year, but other things happen as a result of that. Certainly, when I don't travel by car as much, but when I used to travel and go. When I would go from here to Florida, I would stop in Darlington, South Carolina, hang out with Derek Bull and hang out with Chad Chambers and hang out with Leslie Franks and John Franks. And then I'd get back in my car, drive a little further, go down to Bluffton, hang out with my Maben and his kids and stuff like that. So, and that's as a result of our national convocations, our national youth congresses. Bonds are made. So I think that's one of the biggest things. It's going to be, as Pastor Allen said, it's going to be a family reunion. That crazy cousin's coming, that all of that great stuff that's going to happen. So that's what I'm looking forward to a lot.
Yeah,
especially is good word, all of that preaching. That goes without saying, but it's the atmosphere of family that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, definitely. I think that part of it also is that you do get the full, right? You get there's going to be great music, there's going to be great singing, there's going to be great preaching, there's going to be great fellowship, there's going to be great worship. I haven't seen that. It's been a long time. Convocation's kind of really elevated itself in the last few years. During the pandemic time when we're trying to get back up, there was kind of a just trying to feel back out and do this again. But last year, and the year before, but last year kind of reissued that worship atmosphere back in the house. Really, really worship atmosphere. Now, I'm not going to be a braggart, but the men's department has always done a great job at Convocations being the premier group when it comes to leading the way. You don't do it better than men's department. Yes, I'm putting a plug for the men's. I'm telling you, we are awesome. So if you missed the Tuesday, if you missed the first day, you probably missed the best day. But I'm not going to say anything. The women come up, the youth come up. They're good. The women and youth are good. They're good. But you don't want to miss the men. You just don't. So don't come on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Come Tuesday night. Make sure you're there. But you guys can say it, but Jarrod, if you want to give your plug for how
Sick 'em, Pastor Allen. Sick 'em.
Yeah.
Pastor Allen.
you want to talk about it. I mean, you can. I need for you to encourage the youth. But the second place isn't bad. Second place is not bad. Go ahead.
I would say you would know, your diocese and your district would know second place being what you guys normally fall into, because you are right after us, which is first. That's number one. So that's number one. So you guys would know what second place is like, not only for your district, but just how many times. And I think I see my friend, is this the Judge Deborah Johnson on the line? I love her so much.
Don't look at her notes. We will bring them in. You keep doing what you're doing right now. Look at her notes.
I'm just excited that you are excited. Now you have misspoken, because you said that the men's night is okay. Now I understand that you're a little up in age, so the nights may be a little confusing. However, we understand that Thursday night of Convocation is always the best night. Our young people are excited. They have been with each other all week long. And that is, I believe, the great crescendo of us being able to be together from Tuesday all the way to Thursday. But we are so glad that you are putting a plug in for the men's department. Shout out to also Pastor John Savoy. And to everyone else, to Lady Dickey,
Yes.
But we understand and know that myself, Pastor Jarrod Allen, and Minister Lewis Wright carry the weight of this great crescendo service of Convocation, and that is the Youth and Young Adult Night. As you know, it was so good. What'd you say? It was so nice. They named it twice. So nice they had to put two together, right?
Listen, let me tell you something.
And Young Adult.
This should be the motto for the youth night, because it's the culminating night of the departmental nights. There's still Friday night to go, but we literally need to start Thursday night off with this phrase: "You've seen the rest.
Yeah.
Now here's the best."
Yeah. I like that. Let's make sure that we write this down.
The praise and worship should put that to song or something like that on Thursday night. You've seen the rest.
Let me go to the rest of these comments before lightning strikes. Let me go to the rest of these comments. so Holly, hey Holly. So hey, at least Abrodas is watching. Yay! All right, don't worry, Samuel Cooper. Thank you. That's my birthday twin. All right, thank you very much. Thank you for being with us today. I'm here. Listen, thank you, Sister Shirley. Thank you very much. She's with us on here today too. My brother from Kenya is on. All right, so it's not so bad. I got a couple people saying, we want to be there for you, Rupert. I follow it.
Absolutely.
Right. My sister is on. Praise Jesus, warrior and guests. She won't even say your name anymore, Viv. I don't get that, right?
I don't know. Your sister loves me. I don't care what she says. Your sister, that's my good friend right there.
So she says, sorry I'm late, but did you discuss youth scholarship and awards? We did, Deborah, we did. Jarrod did that very well. Okay, Holly comes back.
Holly.
It's all about the youth and young adults. Holly
knows.
Holly. She knows.
It's so good, but when you're vegan, your brain doesn't work the same way. Just things happen. So Deborah says, where will the 4th of July picnic be? What will occur at the picnic? Look at Debbie throwing questions and helping out her brother.
You know what? I'm so glad she didn't ask when will the 4th of July picnic. So I'm.
That's why she said yes. See?
Well, so 4th of July picnic will be on the Transformation grounds. So when you check out of your hotel on Saturday morning, go straight to, the picnic, I think we're slating it to start at about 11:30, 12 o'clock. We're going to get there. We're going to do prepping and stuff like that. But I think the stuff will be ready by 11:30, 12 o'clock. And so it'll be on the transformation grounds. And what you can expect, you can expect hamburgers, hot dogs, ribs, some jerk chicken, some whiting, fried whiting, and fixings, some beans and stuff like that. We're gonna have maybe some corn on the cob, that kind of like stuff. It's barbecue, so a barbecue ain't nothing. African American barbecue ain't nothing without some Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
We don't have flavors. We got colors.
That's a great purple Kool-Aid, red Kool-Aid.
So for all of you that are health conscious, you got to throw caution into the wind that particular day and drink some of the diabetic juice and and stuff like that. It's going to be fun. We're still kind of getting the logistics of it together, but it's going to be an eat fest. Grab a chair, sit down underneath the tree, and just hang out. Talk about the convocation, what was a blessing to you, and stuff like that. It's after the barbecue. Folks will be leaving from there, so there's no set time. When you finish, you hit the road. Some of us have longer distance to drive or to fly than others, but it's going to be a great time. Once again, because of this whole family reunion atmosphere, the great send-off will be that family union cookout and stuff like that. So at Transformation Grounds on that Saturday, after you check out of your hotel, head on over there and bring your feedback because we're gonna throw down.
So I must say though, I remember the cookout that we had in Jersey, and I must say that was a very nice one as well. Great job.
Nice.
Great job.
Nice. Nice.
This is what I remember about that cookout in Jersey. I do remember that cookout in Jersey. And they had that year at the convocation, they had a petting zoo that came.
Yes.
You remember?
Yes.
And as a Jamaican, I was a little offended because I don't know how they gonna bring goats to a Jamaican Jamaican church petting zoo because that I saw that goat. Afraid for his life because if I had some curry powder, brother.
You're like, why they bring beer? No, but
how dare you?
I was going to say that was when the convocation came to the second Episcopal diocese, and I will say that our registration holds the record for pre-registration. I'm not going to say why.
What was that number? I don't know what the number was.
It was almost 600.
They keep their own records, right? Like
no. It's verifiable. It's verifiable. Just
right, who found it?
It's verifiable. But because it was
pre-registration and the day of convocation.
They didn't do the invocation yet. You technically pre-registered. I have to give credit to Bishop Brown, our diocesan at the time, and still diocesan now. He gave a challenge to all the dioceses to register the most people. Our diocese alone registered 201 people. We were number one. Nice. And other dioceses registered 100, and so we had about 600. I'm telling you, it's verifiable. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If we go to the fourth, we'll get at least 40 people to register. He says the second that's true. The second diocese needs to pray for
I'm glad that your memory is so great, Overseer, because when was the last time you guys got first place in anything else? Thank you. All right, let's move on. Come on, let's go. What else?
Oh, you know what?
It's I heard a friend. He used to have this phrase that second place is first place loser.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
The first one to lose.
I just want you to remember. I want you to remember that Michael Jordan hasn't won a championship in years, but he's the GOAT. So just look at the second guy. He's the GOAT. Where the GOAT?
Y'all the GOAT.
Come on.
I got my curry.
You guys are winning.
There you go. Bring out the curry powder.
So, but okay, let's get back to convocation. You guys are messing this show up. You guys are. Okay, so talk to me about this 4th of July thing. Is anything going to happen? The youth, is there any challenges? Are there any challenges going on? Because if we're going to be outside on the 4th of July eating food, I don't know how it's going to be, but are the youth going to be challenging? Is there any diocesan competitions? Are there any old person versus young person? Is there anything going to go on that's going to be say to me, I should definitely be there so I can watch Rupert Johnson fall in his face? I don't know. What is there anything there?
I mean, that sounds like a plan. I know our Mother Church Transformation, they always have great ideas when it comes to like games and things of that nature. We have, when we were in Jersey, we had knocker ball, which was like the human, soccer and all that great stuff. So that was a great, great atmosphere. We also, in the past, had the bounce houses and, so, but, outside of that, if we don't, there's always, listen, a lot of us, we're used to making up some things as we go, but we can, always do a tag football game or a kickball game or, something of that sort,
Well, tag football, my football days might be over. That's good.
We can do kickball.
Let's do kickball.
I will say this. So we've been amassing our team, and we're having our first meeting in about a week or so. Just because we didn't need to meet in the very beginning, other than planning the menu and stuff like that. But there's two things I want to keep in mind. Number one, you're gonna get on the road not too long after that. You're not going back to your hotel, so you're limited on the things that you possibly can do. And to be honest, it's the end of the convocation. And while we'll try to find some creative ways to do stuff, folks are kind of going to be tired, and stuff like that. And finally, Pastor Rupert, I know this great psychologist that has time, and I might pay for a couple of sessions because, man, why everything got to be a competition? Why everything got? There might be some therapy for that, man. Well, in the words of that great American poet, Rodney King, can't we all?
Just get along.
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong. There's something wrong with me because I tell you, I am so competitive. And the worst thing about it now is now at my age, sometimes I'm saying something I definitely can't follow up on. I'm like, Lord God.
Once again, Jesus puts it this way: the spirit is willing.
Yeah.
But the body might not be able.
The flesh is weak.
Yeah.
So.
But it will be a great day, and once again, it'll be a culminating day, and I
like
think you'll have enough strength to maybe eat a hamburger or two or a rib. Beyond that, you may be talking all this talk, but you be like, y'all going without me.
All somebody's got to say to me is you can't. I'm like, what? Oh, whoa, wait. That's all you got to say to me.
Right.
But I heard there's a rumor going around that I heard that before you know who Bishop Designate Montgomery was, before you knew who he was, I heard you was challenging him to basketball.
Whoa.
I heard that you were saying, come on the court with me. And then I heard you found out that he was an All-American.
No. That must be coming from Bishop Designate, because that's how the story
I heard that you were like, yeah, come on out here. And then you didn't know who he was, or somebody told you who he was. And all of a sudden, your injury from Nam acted up, and you couldn't get on the court.
Yo, first of all, anybody who knows me, I never back down from a challenge. But Bishop Designate challenged me because he heard about me. You see, it's how when you who I am in the world of basketball, you're going to hear about me. I didn't know about him. Mm-hmm. He heard about me. So he said, we need to play someday. I said, man, I love to play. Now, last year, when when Youth Congress was over there in Boston, we had a great old time. I did look at him and say, bruh, I would love to play you, but we both get no older. I don't know if we should do this one, but yeah. But no, I heard he was a very good basketball player.
No, I heard he was the man. He was headed pro. He was headed pro.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, but he's not me. So, but I hope he's listening. I hope the guy's.
If he's not, I'm definitely going to send him the clip.
I better bring my sneakers to the picnic. You better bring a cord out there. But so we only got 10 minutes. So let's talk a little bit about just give me an experience from your convocation days that kind of culminates why you don't want to ever miss convocation? If you can give me an experience about, this is what happened to me personally, almost a testimony about why you can't miss convocation. Because when I look at you two gentlemen, I've been at every single convocation. I don't think I've missed one, and I've never not seen you two there. So what makes you go year after year?
You want to go first, Pastor?
I can go first. I think I count it a privilege to be able to serve God's people and the young people, right? Like I love them genuinely, and I love to be able to create an environment where they are able to express themselves, to learn, and to see who they are a part of. For me, I would say the convocation of 2024, I believe it was either 2023 or 2024, and when S.Y. Younger was the preacher, and just that whole atmosphere of seeing every generation, worship together and have a great time and just experience God in a new way. I thought that was amazing. But to be able to be used, to be able to bring that type of experience for someone else to say, you know what, I can't miss convocation, right? Like Congress 2.0 is nice. That's our own conference. But I also believe that there's a lot of wisdom that we would miss from convocation if we do not attend. So, I know it may be a struggle. It may be something that you will have to really plan. But if you're going to plan anywhere for your family or your children to attend, it is convocation and it's Congress 2.0. And of course, we have workers' conference and things like that. But, just so that our young people can see what and who they're connected to, it's just an experience like no other. I know my kids are excited. I don't know if they're excited just because, hey, we're going to another hotel, we're going to another state again, right? But just for them to be able to know that, hey, you have people, right? And then one of the main things that I love about it is that our organization is so connected that there are some young people who come here to Norfolk State, right? But if I send somebody up to New York, I know that they got family there, right? They know that when they come to Norfolk, they got family here. If we go to Jersey, you decide to go to school in Jersey, you have a church, you have somewhere that will watch after you. And so the only way that you would know any of this is if you come and build that relationship. So relationship building, I think, is one aspect that I'm excited about, and that, I will continue to push as long as I'm the president. And even after, I'll push that person who's coming up next to say, go forward and do, because again, we are able to create opportunity. And so that's what I love about it.
Awesome. Bishop?
I echo that in a couple of ways for the exactly primary reason. Sandra Gore, her daughter was going to St. John's University in Queens, New York. And she called me. We used to pick her up and bring her to church when she was up here at St. John's. Mark Brodus' son was in New York, and he was looking for something. And so he called me, hey, could you look out? And blah, blah. So we're not just connected in the church, but these things are birthed out of our national meeting. So definitely, I tell you this, one of my fondest memories of convocation is, I don't even remember what year it is. It might have been 1985, 1986. I'm dating myself right there. But I know I wasn't saved yet. And we had Rupert, what's my guy, the preacher, the older guy, he was from Bible Way. What's his name again? He passed away a couple of years ago.
Floyd Nelson.
Floyd Nelson preached that. Yeah, I never knew who he was. I knew the message he preached. And it wasn't until years later. And thank God I got to meet him and befriend him before he passed away. But he preached the message at our national convocation, I think it's 85, 84. The message is entitled, "And I Came Back to Tell Him Thank you."
My mother-in-law talks about that.
It was that day I heard him preach. And I said to myself, if I ever became a preacher, that's how I want to preach. The way he dissected the message, the way he interacted stories, and just how he did that. And I was so happy I got a chance to meet him. And I told him, I said, I've always wanted to be a preacher because you were preaching the way you preach and stuff like that. But what convocation does is it creates memories like that, number one. Then number two, I think we're getting back towards it. There was a time where convocation was the place for best practices, so to speak, where what are the songs that choirs are singing? we would come back from convocation to my little local choir, spend 15 years trying to learn a song that we learned in 2 nights at convocation, because that was the song to sing. What colors the choir is going to sing? What colors the choir going to wear when we get back home? Whatever colors they wore at convocation. So convocation, in that sense, it created this atmosphere. If you want to learn how to do something at a high level and a high level or with great excellence, convocation is a great training ground, a great place to see. We've got wonderful singers in our organization. We've got great musicians that kind of come through. We've got great teachers, great ideas. We've got great things that we do. And for especially smaller churches, and our organization is made up of a lot of small churches that sometimes are limited in their resources and even limited sometimes in their reach. They get to come to convocation and they get to come to a marketplace of ideas and marketplace of stuff. So that's why convocation is essential. It helps you to leave the small pond and go into a bigger pond. Now, everything in the pond you might not want, but I promise you there are going to be some things in the pond that ain't in your pond and you're going to want and you're going to be able to be exposed to and stuff like that. So that's a great tool that convocation is for. It's a great exposure ground. Not only that, and can I even be more practical, because I'm a practical person, because Pastor Allen, he's got young ladies in his church that think, man, ain't nobody in here I want to marry. or young men in the church, ain't nobody here I want to marry. But convocations opens up a bigger pond. And it's not about a dating game, but it exposes you to young men and young women that love the Lord. I hope my daughters get a young man from one of our national organizations, because one, I know they believe what we believe. I know stuff like that. It doesn't guarantee you anything, but it creates an opportunity to, one, be encouraged, because a lot of times in our local assemblies, we feel we're the only ones doing what we're doing. But when you get on that national stage and you start to say, oh, other young people love the Lord, so it's okay for me to have other couples are staying together and married and love the Lord. So I'm going to fight through the struggles I'm going through in my local assembly, in my local church. Pastors get an opportunity. I ain't got to preach, but I'm going to hear some good word and I can relax. And I meet other pastors and just fellowship and just there is a power in fellowship. The scriptures say, by this shall all men know that you're my disciples, by the way you love one another. We love one another when we come together in fellowship. So we're a great example to the world when we come together and are exposed to these things and we go back home. I don't know about you. I don't think I've ever left a convocation not recharged, not ready to go take the world. Ready. Yeah, I'm bringing it back. I may not bring it back, but I go back saying, I'm going to bring it back. And I leave charged, and that's how it should be. You should always leave convocation charged up, fire up. Let's go take my city. So that's what convocation is about for me.
Awesome. Got a couple more comments. I'm going to let Jarrod finish off with just something about 2.0 or 2.1. I know what it is now. My sister brings back, winners often enjoy competition. True. That's why the second and the fourth pheasant. Amen. All right, let's go. Rupert finds himself ever since the glory days when he won a couple of basketball games, more than a couple. However, convocation is not the appropriate setting for such games. Yes, it is. These memories are back for Saturday mornings back in New Jersey. Yeah, you say so. And then she says, my brother is a great basketball player, and I remember in the old days when Bishop Grubb could actually play football. Oh, Lordy. He must, oh my goodness. But Brother Jarrod, if we're going to go over, but take a minute just to let us know about Youth Congress.
Congress 2.0, right? Congress 2.0 is an opportunity for our young people to, again, be excited. We're heading down south this year. We are going to Columbia, South Carolina. So we are excited. All right, look at the background. I like that. We're excited about what's going on down there in Columbia, South Carolina, and Overseer Lord will be a host church at Rehoboth. But we are going to put out some information soon, and prayerfully we are you'll be able to see the information at convocation. So we are trying to get our programming and things together so that you'll see it. But even if you don't see it in June, know that it is coming soon. And when it does come, you may see me in your services. You may see me pop up at some diocese events so that we can continue to build the camaraderie and the excitement for Congress 2.0. We hope that you guys are gearing up and excited. So youth leaders, go ahead now, start planning your travel and things of that nature, because we need everyone in the place. All right. So we'll be at Rehoboth, United for Congress 2.0. Again, that is in November. So we are excited about that. And the exact dates, if I'm not mistaken, is November. It is November 12th through the 14th, November 12th through the 14th of November 2026. Okay, so we're excited and we look forward to seeing you guys there. Thank you again.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Awesome. Thank you, everybody, for joining us again for Words 90. We're a little bit over, so I just have 2 words to say, and then we'll get out of your way. You're welcome. God bless you all. Take care. Gentlemen, stay on for me.